Hello, I'm Mary Ketcher. I'm the owner of Merrimark Mortgage. I want to talk today a little bit about student loans and how they can affect the loan process when you're buying a home. A lot of people come out of college, of course, with some student loan debt. And then oftentimes one of the first things they want to do is get established in their career and purchase a home. So how does this student debt affect you? Well, back a few years ago, FHA didn't actually count the student loans into your debt to income ratio if they were in a forbearance or deferral state. So if your credit report showed that they were deferred and if it was at least a year out, then they actually wouldn't count any payment against you. Well, that changed for FHA a few years ago, and it's always been a little bit different for conventional loans as well. Now FHA and conventional are both pretty similar in that they will count this debt even if it's in a deferred state. So how do they determine the payment amount? Well, first we're going to look at the credit report. And if there's a payment amount on the credit report, that's typically what we'll go with. If there is no payment amount, then we have a couple different choices. One of them, which is the least desirable, is the general rule is we want to take 1% of the balance, and that's the payment amount that's going to appear in your debt to income ratio. So a lot of people have a lot of student debt, and that 1% can end up being a really big number and not allow you to go forward with purchasing a home. So we do have another option, because one of the things that we're seeing happen a lot lately is people are able to get a little bit of a discount on that payment up front while they're just starting their careers. So they're able to do what's called an income-based assessment with their student loan carrier. And they're able to say, okay, we know that now you're making less income than you will in the future, so we're going to have your monthly payments mirror that scenario. And they're going to be low up front, and then they'll gradually increase as you're more settled in your career. Fannie Mae has now said that they will allow these lower payments on the income-based credit programs. So if your credit report shows, in some cases I've seen them where they actually show these low payments. They can be as little as $0 or just $2 to $3 a month sometimes is all that's in there. That's the number we're going to use. If it doesn't show a payment amount, then I've had many of our borrowers just contact their student loan servicer and ask them to give them a detail of their existing student loans and what those payment arrangements are going to be. And again, Fannie Mae has been allowing those even if they're $0 up front. So that's great for borrowers with some student debt. That's really going to help them qualify. Another interesting thing that's going on with student loans is there's a new program called a cash out student loan refinance, which typically a cash out refinance is when you pay off your existing mortgage, but you also take some additional cash out of the equity in your home, usually to pay down bills or make home improvements. In this case, what they're saying is we're going to do a student loan cash out refinance where you pay off your existing loan and maybe you pay off your student debts and roll those into your new loan. Typically, a cash out refinance is going to be a little bit higher interest rate, but under this new student loan cash out refinance, they're actually going to do it at the same rate that would be just a rate and term refinance when you're just paying off your mortgage. So that's another big advantage to home buyers that are carrying some student loan debt. And you may want to consider getting a cash out refinance to cover those student loans and roll them into your mortgage, depending on how much interest you're currently paying on them and what your loan terms are. That's something your loan originator can help you to assess. If you have any questions on these student loan programs, feel free to give us a call at 813-910-8020 or look us up on the web, merrimarkmortgage.com. Thank you.